There comes a time in many YouTubers' lives where they have to really ask themselves, like deeply, really considerately, is it time? Is it time to go? It's one of those things where you have to ask, do you want to burn yourself out in a blaze of glory? Do you slowly dwindle and die? Or do you just give up? Give up's probably the wrong word. But oftentimes that's kind of how it feels like it to me. I just feel like you're giving up. Not only giving up on yourself, but giving up on the people who watch your content. The people who every day, consistently, have come and watched your videos. Sometimes for months or even years of their lives. The people that still come to my channel and they say, wow, I used to watch you in middle school. And now I'm graduating college. Whoa. I've been a YouTuber for about 17 years now. And serious about it for at least 12 or 13. And that is a long time. So I've never even considered the question, should I give up? Should I stop making content? Until recently. I've tried not to talk about this, but I feel like it's been too long not to. In January, and this is probably even just stupid of me to say, because there's people with worse problems than me, okay? But in January, I was stupidly enough doing something as simple as yoga. I will admit that it was pretty intense yoga, properly stretching and trying to strengthen my neck in particular. And during one of the exercises, they had you try to turn your neck as far to the left as you could and as far as to the right as you could. And when I came back to center, I felt really weird. And my jaw got stuck to the side, like this. My teeth didn't line up anymore. My jaw was stuck to the side, and when I turned my head to the other way, my jaw got stuck to the other side. I couldn't talk right. I couldn't feel right. Everything got really woozy and dizzy, and I had no idea what was going on, but my jaw just felt off. Like it wasn't right. Just then and there, I got the most extreme pressure up the side of my head and into my head, the most intense pressure that I've ever felt in my entire life. The most, by far, the strongest headache that I've ever gotten. And I'll admit that I actually don't get very many headaches at all, so technically the strongest to me is not really all that relative, but it was bad. Very, very, very bad. And I tried to think about if I should go to the emergency room over me hurting myself, and I decided it's not that bad, is it? My jaw's still a little messed up. It'll fix itself. Maybe I'll just sleep it off. So I tried to go to sleep. Unfortunately, every time I was ready to go to bed, ready to switch the lights from on to off, I would get something that I think the term is called a hypnagogic jerk, in which basically, I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced these. Right when that switch turns from awake to sleep, you kind of just ping yourself awake. It's like a broken sleep dot switch. It just doesn't work right, and you usually just close your eyes, you try again, and it works. Unfortunately, for me, every single time that I try to switch from being awake to being asleep, I would get a hypnagogic jerk. Every time. Tens of times. Dozens of times. Eventually hundreds of times. And probably pretty close to thousands of times. I could not go to sleep. 100 hours passed. I hadn't slept yet. You really start to lose yourself at some point. Like, you're still yourself, but you're just not there. You're not there anymore. And I kept thinking that maybe I need to go to the doctor. Maybe I need to go to the emergency room or the urgent care or something. But every time in the past that I've gone to any doctor, they've basically actually harmed me. And I know that sounds stupid, but I have not had good luck at all with doctors. I'm actually kind of afraid of them for what they're going to do to me next. It's almost like a fear. It sounds freaking crazy, but not to go into too many details, but my first ever panic attack was caused by a drug that was given to me by a doctor. Then when they were taking my blood the next time, they hit my tendon, and I couldn't use my left arm for about 6 months. They gave me a drug that kept giving me blackouts, basically, and they just kept telling me to keep taking it. And I felt like I was going crazy because I was like, I don't want to take this anymore, and they kept telling me to keep taking it. And I feel like I got misdiagnosed for this disorder that I had for almost a year. So I don't really trust doctors anymore, and I decided I'm better off on my own. And eventually I did. I went to sleep. I went to sleep for a couple hours here, went to sleep for a couple hours there, and it started to get better over time. But it really hit me hard. It really hit me hard because after that, my jaw and my neck have felt like they've been off. Just nothing fits together properly anymore. You don't realize how connected your jaw and your neck are together until you start to have problems with it. Things just go smoothly until they don't. And then when they don't, like, oh, I need to do something to fix it, until you realize how absolutely complicated it is. So, long story short on my story, that's why I haven't been making videos. I hurt my neck, I hurt my jaw, and it led to a cascade of many, many, many problems over the past several months. And I've been trying to work on them. I've been trying to fix them without hurting myself again, which is kind of the hardest part of it all. You're supposed to stay mobile and stay moving, but also make sure you're staying mobile and staying moving in the right areas and the right direction so you don't accidentally pinch something or hurt something again. It's very difficult to do. By the way, that's the reason why I haven't been making videos. So if you're wondering, Chris, are you retiring? I don't have the money not to retire. You know, a lot of other YouTubers out there are like, you know, it's time. I've made enough money. I'm out. See you later. I'm not rich. I know it sounds a little weird, but and probably wrong of me, actually, is that I've always been sort of prideful on the fact that I don't shove unwanted ads at people that I specifically promote. Sure, you can watch an ad on my channel that I haven't promoted, but I didn't say you should do that. And I find it hard to give ads to people that I don't officially support. And so I haven't for a really long time. I was just like, I make enough. I make enough that I'm happy, that I live a normal life. And I can continue doing this for a long time to live a normal life. That's what I wanted to do. I like making content. I like making videos. That's what I want to keep doing for everybody. So to answer your question shortly, I don't have enough money to retire. Maybe someday I will. Maybe someday I'll at least have enough money where I'll say I'm not beholden to the YouTube algorithm and I can make whatever kind of content I want as a fun hobby, and hopefully people will still enjoy it. Either way, I'm going to continue making videos, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy them. If you want to support me, there's a couple easy ways to do it. You can press the like button on my videos. You can subscribe. I'm almost at 1 million. I mean, not almost, but we'll get there, right? I lost about 1,000 or a couple thousand subscribers during my absence. Even when I posted my first video back, I actually lost a bunch of subscribers, which was kind of sad because people forgot that they hated me. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And lastly, if you want to, you can use my creator support code in Blue Star Defense 6 or Battles 2. It's SJB. That's the easiest and best way to like monetarily support me. But you don't have to. I know that there's a lot of other creators out there that do a really, really good job, probably better than me. So you don't have to do it, but if you want to, it's greatly appreciated. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry that I wasn't here. I hope that I can continue to make good content. And I hope that I don't hurt myself anymore. It's been pretty rough. I hope that I can get back into it and like really feel like myself again. But I'll admit I really haven't felt as good as I want to be. As good as I should be. But I'll keep fighting on. I'll keep pushing forward. And hopefully make something happen together. So thank you. And enjoy the update and the rest of the videos, guys. I hope we have a good time together.